ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Namaste. Leadership consists of talent and temperament. All of you are leaders. Don't look for a leader outside. All of you are leaders. So I'm trying to tell you that you are a leader, and leadership consists of talent and also the temperament. Now, I always give the kind of a prescription. You know why? It is easy for you to remember. It is also to recall and recollect whatever that you want to do it also. So that is the purpose of this, the prescription. So today I am going to talk about the pace prescription and the space prescription, so that you can be able to understand, recollect and also reflect. Okay. We have discussed the leadership consists of the talent. First you have to develop the talent. See, all of you know what is it, talent. Okay. And also the temperament. See, there are people who have got a fantastic talent, but unfortunately they don't have the temperament. Okay, unless otherwise you have both, then it will be unbalanced. It is very difficult for you to steer through. That means you must develop the talent and also have a kind of a temperament to get things done. So let us talk about this particular prescription. What do you mean by pace? When you say pace, the dictionary meaning is, in this particular context, the contextual meaning is the movement or the speed of movement. In other words, when you say pace, is a kind of a speed, the way in which you are progress. Okay, so we are talking about this particular pace prescription. When you say P for passion, and we have discussed earlier. Now, what do you mean by passion? That means a man who is completely obsessed to do certain things. In other words, the intensity of the desire to do something is called the passions. See, there are people who have liking, but they don't have a kind of passion. So we also discussed earlier also, arousal, interest and the commitment. Here the question is, when you talk about the passion, that means you must have a kind of a liking, or I must do it. I am very passionate about whatever I am doing also. That is one thing. So when you have passion, it is very good. One should have. There is no question asked. But you must also know, or you must have a dispassion in the same breath. See, for example, when you are passionate about certain things. Okay, you may get, you may not get it. Now, if you don't get it, that means you must have a kind of a dispassion. So, the passion without dispassion doesn't work. Any endeavor will have a lot of, the failures and the success. There will be a lot of, ups and downs. But you must have a kind of the passion and also the dispassion. See, all the men of achievement, they had a tremendous amount of failure, but they were able to bounce back. Okay, that is about the passion. With the passion, you must also have the kind of a perseverance. Never ever give up. Never ever give up. The attitude. That is a perseverance. And also have a lot of passions. Something cannot happen. And you have a lot of passions. That means a person who have a passionate about certain things, you must necessarily have a kind of a perseverance and also the passion. Okay. The next is the attitude. We have discussed about the attitude so many times. That means the right way of looking things. I always used to say that the attitude makes all the difference. Once you have a kind of the right attitude. Okay, we discussed about the three people doing the same job in a different way. The one person was thinking as a laborer, the other person thinking like a craftsman, the other man thinking like a artist. We discussed about the attitude. That means you must have the right attitude. So they always say the attitude is like a zero factor. When I say zero factor, that means anything multiplied by zero is zero. That means your attitude makes all the difference. Your attitude determines your attitude or the altitude of your position in your life. The person who has got the kind of a passion and also right attitude, he creates a kind of a ambience and a climate so that the other people will be able to really work along with him. Okay, I have the passions, I got a right attitude. Then I must have the character. That is also a zero factor. See, there is a difference between the character and the reputation. See, character is what I think about myself. Whereas the reputation is what others think about myself. So, the most important thing is what I think about myself. I know what is right, what is wrong. Isn't it? I must have the right character. Okay, when you have the character, that means you got a tremendous amount of energy to do whatever you want to do also. That means you have a passion, attitude, and a character with a lot of commitments. Okay, the next is the kind of a enthusiasm. When I say enthusiasm, that means you must be vibrating with a lot of energy. When you want to do certain things, yeah, I will do it. There is no question of lukewarm attitude. No, I want to do it. That's it. Why? Because I love it. I got a lot of passion. See, that means I must have a tremendous amount of enthusiasm in whatever I want to do it. That is the enthusiasm. See, the enthusiasm also gives a tremendous amount of the leverage with the empathy. When I say empathy, I am not working for myself. Maybe I am also working for myself. Nothing wrong. But you must also work for the society. That is what it is, the empathy and also the enthusiasm. Okay, this is about the pace prescription. Okay, see now, what do you have to understand about the whole thing? I told you earlier that all of you are the leaders. Okay, now you must have the talent and also the temperament. Now you must have a kind of all these four prescription saying that passion, attitude, character, and also the enthusiasm. Now you must have a kind of a space. What do you mean by space? That means I must have the temperament to accept people as they are and still get things done. I must have the intelligence to accept people as they are and still I'm able to get things done. This is what I talk about the temperament. See, I may have a talent. So what? Now I have to get along with the people. Then I must have the right temperament. Okay, when I talk about that, the space, that means, which we are going to talk about you little later. That means saying that I must have the attitude to listen. Have a kind of create a space. If there is no space, you must create a space and then respond. That means I am receiving the information, right? I don't react immediately. I take time. That's what I call the space. You must have a kind of a space. If you don't have it, that means you have to create it. See, according to me, when I say the space, that makes all the difference. But in the freedom and happiness and everything. Okay, according to me, when I say yes, not only space, but also the success. In my dictionary of success is equal to the happiness, not in favorable time. No, favorable and unfavorable time, I am always happy. That is what I call it. Yes. Now let me explain to you about some of these great people. Now, Swami Vivekananda is a monk. He made a fantastic statement. He says, so long as a single dog in my country is without food, my entire religion is to feed it. She is a monk and he wanted to make sure that everybody must be fed, including the dog. That is one. And he was very passionate as a sannyasi. Even Mahatma Gandhi, right? He was very passionate to get the freedom for India. And Lee Kuan Yew, the same first Prime Minister of the Singapore, and he made a statement saying that he will be able to transform the Singapore in 1 decade. And similarly, Kamarajanada, he said, let not even one single child should be hungry when they go to the school. Now, see, they're all doing it for what? Not only for themselves, for the other people also. So having said that, this is the prescription, then you have to take this prescription, the tablet, so that if you want to achieve, whether you are a marketing guy or a service guy or a production engineer or the housewife, in whatever field you are, but you must have this kind of a prescription. If you are able to do it, that means your happiness is assured. That's all. Okay. Take care. All the best. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.